By the way, hold on. When I said the recitation, listen. When I said the recitation, do you remember?
Wait, if there's a distinction between Quran and recitation, why did the Prophet then use the word Quran instead of recitation?
Because
the recitation will take the form of a pale man and intercede.
Shall I tell you where the distinction is?
Yes.
Okay. You're just like you forgot the last bit. That is a key bit actually.
Okay.
The key bit is this: what kept the man awake during the day and the night? What kept them awake? The whole Quran, or the recitation that kept him awake. And by the way, you know what takes the form of the man? Yes, the reward. The reward from the recitation.
Where does it say?
Yes.
Where does it say the reward?
Like I said,
you're interpreted.
We have scholars who interpreted this.
Yeah.
I'm showing the scholars.
With Christians will get, so show me.
Oh, you question what?
I'm saying in terms of the church fathers or the creed, for example, to back up our argumentation, we'll show you either from the text of the Bible or from a church father or whatever. I'm saying,
so when you say,
show me your source.
Does God give your church fathers the authority to interpret?
I'm saying to you,
does the church fathers have the authority to interpret from God?
I'm saying the church gave rise to the Bible.
Sorry, the church what?
The church gave rise to the Bible.
Oh, so it's not revealed by God, it's by the church fathers. Who revealed the Bible?
That's a stupid question.
It's not a stupid question. Who revealed the Bible to the masses?
The Bible was an eyewitness account of what happened with Jesus.
Really?
In terms of the New Testament.
So you're telling me Mark was an eyewitness?
Let's take on the Quran because he's trying to change the topic.
He knows that. He knows that.
Because everyone knows Paul. Wait.
Paul never saw Jesus. Mark never saw Jesus. Matthew and John are the only ones who are supposed to be disciples.
You're finding your source.
What?
You're finding his source.
Yeah, because you asked me to show you the scholar.
So yeah, okay? I'm saying
at least look. At least the Quran has given the authority.
You're finding the source.
I am.
So how can you're finding the source? We're waiting.
As soon as he realizes he can't answer the question, he wants me to find the source. No problem. Quran.
The question you need to ask here is the attribute a being? Is it a being or not?
No, it's not.
So something exists without a being then? How can something exist without having a being?
Because you're stupid, you won't understand.
Explain it then. So something exists without existence.
Why am I entertaining him anyway?
Does that make sense? Something exists without existence. How? How can something exist without existence? How? Explain that, please. Hashim.
I'm not talking to you.
He's not talking to you because you're a joker.
You're not worthy of talking.
What you talk?
Remember he said, my brain is me?
You can't answer that.
That's Peter.
You can't answer the question. That's what you said. I never said that.
Go watch your video again.
You're lying.
Go watch your video again. Oh, that was Paul, by the way. Takia man. Islam ke Quran
Or if you want to next week, then bring a validation. If it's taking you too long, that's fine.
No, you ask me a question, I'll answer.
Yeah, until we have a firm confirmation.
Here it is. Good deeds appear in the form of a man. Okay, this will answer your question. I'll give you the scholars who agree with that as well. By the way, this is a very good website called islamqa.com. Go and look it up if you have any such questions. It normally answers most of the questions for both Muslims and non-Muslims. It was narrated from Al-Bara ibn Azib. Is that the one you read, yeah? Al-Bara ibn Azib. Okay.
And after this, we can have a discussion on my topic.
Yes. Okay. So we have already discussed about the Trinity. We still haven't found the 3-in-1, unfortunately, from the Bible.
Okay.
Which was the topic.
Let me find you verses.
Yeah, please do. Okay, this is okay, you wanted the name of the scholar, yeah? So here it is. It was narrated that Buraida, may Allah be pleased with him, said, I heard the Prophet ﷺ say, the Quran will meet its companions on the day of resurrection when his grave is open for him in the form of a pale man. Okay? It will say to him, do you recognize me? He will say, I do not recognize you. It will say, I am your companion, the Quran, who kept you thirsty on hot days and kept you awake at night. Every merchant benefits from his business, and today you will benefit from your good deeds. Benefit from what? Your good deeds. Okay, he will be given dominion in his right hand and eternity in his left, and there will be and there will be and then he will be placed on and there will be placed on his head a crown of dignity, and his parents will be clothed with the priceless garments, the like of which have never been seen in the world. They will say, why have we been given why have we been clothed with this? It will be said, because your son used to recite the Quran. That comes the recitation. Okay, then it will be said to him, recite and ascend in the degrees of paradise, and he will continue to ascend so long as he recites, either at a fast pace or a slow pace. Narrated by Ahmad in Al-Musnad and Ibn Majah in Al-Sunan. So these are the different hadiths, which is the same thing. So this is another hadith which I gave you, again from Al-Musnad, where it talks about the recitations, it talks about the good deeds, and this is what takes the form of a man. If you want, read it again.
You can read out the bit where he said it's the recitation that comes in.
Yeah, they ask the question, what is it that we have been actually clothed with? And he says, they will say, why have we been clothed with this? It will be said, because your son used to recite the Quran.
But we said that you're saying the recitation comes in the form of a man.
No, the good deeds come in the form of a man. The recitation is what gives him the good deeds. The good deeds come in the form of a man.
But it says,
now shall we move on to the next topic?
It says the Quran will come in the form of a man. Now you're saying it's the deeds.
It said that as well at the beginning. He's not paying attention as usual.
Okay.
Just say your recitation.
All right, read it again.
No, you read it now.
Okay.
I don't get
the Quran will meet its companion on the day of resurrection.
Alhamdulillah, we are reading the hadith of the Prophet
It will say, do you recognize me?
Okay.
He will say, I do not recognize you. It will say, I am your companion, the Quran, who kept you thirsty on hot days and kept you awake at night.
You understand now?
So did you get it then?
No, let him finish.
Every merchant benefits from his business, and today you will benefit from your good deeds. He will be given dominion in his right hand and eternity in his left, and there will be placed on his head a crown of dignity, and his parents will be clothed with priceless garments like that which has never been seen in the world. They will say, have we been clothed with this? It will say, because your son used to recite the Quran, then it will be said to him, recite and ascend in the Quran in the degrees of paradise, and he will continue to ascend as long as he either at fast pace or slow pace.
Okay,
so
that's very clear, right? So there are three things you noted. The first bit, it talks about the Quran coming in the form of a pale man.
Yeah.
Then he says that every person benefits from the business, and you will benefit from your, let's see if he remembers. You remember from your good deeds.
Okay.
Okay. So even if I read this like 100 times, this is something that will not settle unless and until you understand that this hadith clearly tells you that it is a good deeds from the recitation which takes the form of a man.
Let's go through it again.
Not the Quran itself. Look, he will keep repeating himself, even though this is what I call cognitive dissonance. Doesn't matter how many times you repeat, because it's already settled in there. It's very difficult to take it out unless you come with a sincere heart, with truthful, with sincerity. Of course it comes to me as well. And that's the reason I say, Bob the Builder brought this up the same thing. And he made the same mistake. If the Quran is eternal and the Quran can take the form of a man, why do you guys dispute Jesus took the form of a man, my God took the form of a man? Because to us, we don't worship the Quran, unlike you guys who worship the man God, Jesus. Yes, you believe in human sacrifice, we don't. Our Allah is capable of forgiving without the human sacrifice.
But this is the thing.
You don't believe human sacrifice?
But get away from me. Your point is that the recitation will account for the person.
No, the good deeds of the recitation will come in the form of a man.
But it says the Quran, not the good deeds.
Oh my God. Forget it, man. You won't understand. Either you go and learn this in some other language, because this is very clear. Honestly, I don't want to be condescending.
If there's a distinction, that's what I'm asking for. Where's the
Oh yeah, the fasting one. That's a very good one.
I know about the fasting.
No, this is very important for the
fasting can turn. What we're saying.
Let's read it. Let's read
What we're saying. Fasting can turn into the form of a man.
Yes.
I have
Let's read it. Let's read it. Let's read it.
We're talking about. We're talking about the Quran and the recitation.
Okay, let's read it. Let's read it.
You're very calm until now. What happened?
We're talking about the Quran and the
I know, but calm down. Okay, you see earlier, actually I made this point already, but I didn't find the hadith, but Jazakallah khair. It says here, it's a very simple thing. It's a very small one. Look, so I won't waste your time much. Abdullah ibn Amr reported, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Fasting and the Quran will intercede for the servant on the day of resurrection. Fasting will say, "Oh Lord,